Most animals just live their lives, but some become absolute legends. Today, we're diving into the incredible true stories of animals who totally broke the mold, and really, they challenged everything we thought we knew about them. So, let's get right into it.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Could an animal actually predict the weather for a whole season? Or get hired for a salaried government job with like an official title and everything? It sounds like something straight out of a movie, right?
Well, believe it or not, the animals we're about to meet did exactly that, and a whole lot more. Honestly, their true stories are way more incredible than any fiction you could come up with.
Yeah, these aren't just pets or random wild creatures. These are individuals who, whether through strange circumstances or some unique ability, achieved something truly remarkable and left a permanent mark on our world.
So first, let's take a look at how some animals become these huge public figures, kind of woven into the fabric of our society and tied to our biggest traditions and even our institutions. So, meet Punxsutawney Phil. He lives in this small town in Pennsylvania, but he has one of the most famous jobs in the entire world, predicting the arrival of spring. Okay, so picture this. Every single February 2nd, a huge crowd gathers at a place called Gobbler's Knob, and this tradition has been going strong for over a century, all to see what Phil, the groundhog, has to say about the weather.
So here's the deal. If Phil comes out and sees a shadow, boom, we're in for 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't see a shadow, spring is just around the corner. Now, can he really predict the weather? Probably not. But it's this amazing tradition that just brings the whole community together.
All right, so we're going from predicting the weather to protecting the government. For this next one, let's head over to the UK for the story of a cat who wasn't just a pet. He was an official government employee.
This is Humphrey, and he literally just wandered into the Prime Minister's residence as a stray. But he was so good at his job, catching mice, that they gave him the official title of Chief Mouser to the Cabinet Office. And no, I'm not kidding. This was a real position, and people all across the country absolutely loved him.
And get this, his upkeep was actually paid for from the official department budget, £100 a year. And it turns out that was way, way cheaper than hiring professional exterminators. Talk about a government job well done.
Okay, so we've talked about animals with public roles. Now let's shift gears to something a little more personal. We're going to explore these powerful emotional bonds that can form between species, bonds that totally change our understanding of communication and, well, even love itself.
This is Koko. She was a truly remarkable gorilla who was taught sign language by a psychologist named Penny Patterson, pretty much from the time she was a baby. And this wasn't just about learning a few tricks. This was a lifelong study to see if a gorilla could actually communicate with humans on a deep level.
And the results, they were just staggering. It's believed that Koko could sign over 1,000 different words. Think about that, 1,000 different concepts she could express just with her hands.
But wait, it didn't stop there. She could also understand about 2,000 spoken English words. So she wasn't just communicating out, she was understanding what was being said to her. She was truly connecting.
And this is what really shows you how deep her mind went. Koko didn't just sign for basic things like food or water. She expressed complex emotions, things like love, sadness, and even jealousy. She famously had her own pet kittens, and she was incredibly gentle and affectionate with them, showing this capacity for empathy that just completely crossed the species barrier.
Okay, our final story might just be the most emotionally powerful of them all. So back in 1969, 2 friends, John Randall and Anthony Burke, bought a lion cub from a department store in London. Yeah, you heard me right. They named him Christian and raised him right there in their apartment.
Obviously, a lion can't live in a London apartment forever. When Christian grew to almost 200 pounds, he was taken to Africa to be rehabilitated and released into the wild. A year went by and his human friends decided to go visit. But they were warned by experts, look, he's a wild animal now. He's not going to remember you.
But that's not what happened at all. The bond they had formed was just unbreakable. He recognized them instantly, and the reunion was this incredible moment of pure, uninhibited joy and affection. It's just a testament to the power of their connection.
So, after hearing all these incredible stories, what's the big takeaway? What do the lives of a groundhog, a cat, a gorilla, and a lion really tell us about our world and about ourselves?
Well, each story shows us something different, right? Phil shows us the power of folklore and how it can unite an entire community. Humphrey proves that animals can fill these really unique and valuable roles in our society.
Koko, she just blew the doors open on interspecies communication. And Christian, he showed us that the bonds of love and friendship can endure anything, time, distance, even the call of the wild.
These stories are obviously grand and famous, but they kind of leave us with a more personal question. They really push us to look a little closer at the animals in our own lives and just wonder, what incredible lessons, what hidden depths are they just waiting to teach us?